Hi, I'm Wictor. In this episode of the Yo Teams training, we are going to take a look at how you can build your Microsoft Teams solution targeting multiple environments. If you are working in a team or you're working in scenarios where you have multiple environments such as production, development, staging, etc., it is important that you can target your Teams manifest file to these environments. In many cases, you as a developer don't have access to the production resources such as application IDs or keys, etc., etc. And using Yo Teams 2.14 and later, a .env file will always be scaffolded when you create that file. That file contains all the parameters needed to run your application, but also the package, the manifest files that makes up the Teams application. For instance, we have the name of the package, we have the application ID, we have the app IDs and password required for our bots and other things, and also the application insights instrumentation key, which of course will be different across production, stage and development environments. To package and create your Teams manifest, you use the command gulp manifest, and that will combine the manifest.json file found under source, manifest and manifest.json, and replace the replaceable parameters with what's in the .env file. So for instance, in here we have the website URL being the hostname being replaced, we have the application ID, version and package name and other things as well. And if we scroll down to the bottom, we have the web application info, which is required for the SSO tabs, for instance. And these will of course vary across the different environments. So when I build this file and package it, it will create my manifest.zip file, or the name of the application.zip, and this is a file that I upload to Microsoft Teams. If I go over to my Teams application, I'm using the browser here, and into my corporate app store, and I can choose upload a custom app, and that's where I can upload my development application. I choose to upload for my tenant. I choose the zip file that was generated using Gulp Manifest. Double click on that one and it will be uploaded to your Teams Enterprise catalog. And as you can see here, here's my dev environment, and I actually have a special icon for it right now. It says dev, and also a postfix here, -dev, to indicate that this is my development environment, my development application. If I click on this one, we can see the same thing. I click on add here, it will take me to my application with these icons. So if I want to do this for production, what I do then is that I create a copy of this .env file and rename it something.env. In my case, I have a prod.env. In here, I have a different application ID and also different parameters. The reason I want to have a different application ID is because these are different applications, are treated by different applications in Microsoft Teams. However, it's the same source code and everything, but for Teams we need to have multiple applications so we can differentiate them. And to build my application using these set of parameters instead, I type gulp manifest --env and then the name of my custom environment .env file, in this case prod.env. Click enter. That will create a new .zip file, and let's see how it looks like when I upload that one. So if I go back to my Teams App Store, Apps, and click on Upload a Custom App, and we choose the same zip file because we just overwrite it with the new variables from the prod.env. Click on that one, and you will see it will upload a new file into my Enterprise App Store. And in this case, we will actually have a new application. The icon will load. Here we have it, so it's different icon, does not say dev anymore, etc. And I do this by using a postfix. I added a custom variable to my files, specifically in the .env file. I added an env parameter here that I use in my manifest to postfix both the title and the icons. So as you can see in here, I add that env, which is existing in my normal development.env file, but not in my production environment. And the same kind of thing I do for the icons here. So I have a dual setting of my icons. So I have the color and the color-dev, outline and outline-dev, so I can differentiate them. This is an easy way for you to create your development, staging and production environment. You just need to create multiple copies of the .env file and also ensure to have unique application IDs across them. Another really useful scenario for this is CI/CD. So for instance, assume that you have connected your connected Azure DevOps to this, for instance, and you might have an Azure Pipelines YAML file. In this case, I have my normal files here, the steps. I download the node tools, do npm install, then I do gulp build --env prod.env for my production environment. So both build and manifest support this --env parameter. Then I do gulp manifest --env prod.env to build my production manifest. And if we go over to Azure DevOps and take a look at my latest build, we will actually see here it's succeeded. If I click on jobs, go in and take a look at my actions in here, we have the generate teams app for prod. You can see that we run --n prod.env and it's using custom.env file. And also if I go back to the artifacts being published, we can actually see, if we go into the drop folder, open up that package, and once again open up the package where we have a zip file, and we can open up that zip file, and just to verify that inside that file we have the correct production environment settings. In this case there's no -env in the end here, and this is also the production ID, application ID. So using Azure DevOps Pipeline you can automate all this and even deploy it out to Microsoft Teams. Thanks for listening. Yo Teams!